Hi, it's Russ from Studio One Expert. I recently showed you in a video how to make beats your own using Studio One 3. I want to show you how you can take that to another level using Studio One version 4 and Impact XT. And there's some new features that I want to show you. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in Impact XT. Now, one of the things that you'll find, if you bring a loop into Impact XT, you can grab it and you can drag it into the timeline here. And if you press the Shift key, then it slices it up across different parts of the pads. Now, the problem with that, if you see, it's all sliced into different lengths. And I don't want that to happen because I want to do something really cool, which is basically make the parts equal length so I can use it almost the same way you'd use a Rex file. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to grab Impact again and bring it in. But before I put it into Impact, I'm going to right mouse click on this audio. I'm going to go split at grid. And depending on what your grid setting is in the timeline, that will determine how it slices. So if I split at grid there, it's now split them all up. So if I grab these now and pull them into Impact XT, you'll see it wants to insert all of those on the same pad. It won't do that anyway. But if I press the Shift key and let go, now they're all equal length. Why is that important? Let me show you. Because then the next thing we do is we mute that. And on this track where Impact is showing, I'm going to press Command Shift P to get to the pattern editor up. And I want to make that that long. Now if I then open the pattern editor, if I then draw just a beat onto every pad like that, then what you get is this. And then we keep going. Now we've got what I recommend you do as well then is go through, and I haven't got time to do it now in this video, is just go through quickly and name some of the key elements. There's a clap, and so I'm going to rename that clap snare. Sounds like something you get when you've not been taking care of yourself. So there they are, and there's a cymbal. And there's a hi-hat. What does all this mean? It means this. It means that you can then go through and do what you like with this beat now. You can start modifying it any way you like. So what we could do if we want to is you could put kick there, kick there, kick there, and kick there, and it would do this. Now that kick has got a cymbal on it, so what I want to find is the kick that actually... Is there a kick that's clean? There's a clean kick, so we can call that clean kick, and we'll rename that clean kick. Now we've now got a clean kick, we can do that kind of cool stuff I was just doing, so now we can put these in. And we could take other things out. And you can hear there, we want that one with the first clang. So the other things we can do, of course, then is all sorts of really cool stuff. We can make it really trippy, so we can find... So at the moment, we've got those, and what I could do is shorten that so it doesn't play full length, and play that now. We've got a single hi-hat. To go short, we could call that, rename that short hi-hat. I'm trying to be fast here because most of you don't have time. I know that, and that's why I don't make 35-minute videos, if you've ever wondered. I make them so you can watch these the time it takes you to drink a coffee. And what we could do now is just draw all those hi-hats in there. And we could take everything else out and just totally rebuild this beat. And now it's also, you can hear, That one has a bit of transient on it. So what happens if I just go to there? Do all sorts of cool stuff then on that hi-hat. What I could do is put a high pass filter in. That's better. But what about this then? Put some repeats in. And do all sorts of wacky stuff. You get my point now. And then you can just keep copying these patterns. And of course, the sky's your limits. You can do all sorts of stuff. So we could duplicate the pattern here. And that's variation 2. Do some mad stuff here. Get it really trippy. So this one I'm going to make variation 1. So what I can do then is come to variation 2, which we've got here, and we could change the resolution to 32 and make that really. Or we could swing it up a bit. We could go. You get the point. So there we are. That really means you could take any loop you like and do insane things with it. And don't forget, that started off as a stereo loop. So if we come back to the first part, the next thing, of course, you can then do, you could take a stereo loop, and there's that kick part, and we can say, okay, we want that out to stereo 2. And where's that snare? There we are. That'll come out to stereo 3. There we go. So I think, actually what I'd like to do is now go onto here, open that up, get one of my favourite reverbs, whack it in here as an insert. Obviously we turn it back down a bit, but you get the point. You could be enormously creative using Impact XT, slicing on the grid, whacking it in, then do what you like with your beats. Insane. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.